I don't do no fake stuff. I smoke when I wake up. One day I was down, the next day a nigga caked up. I wanna see us all eating. I don't do no hate stuff. I done been down before. I'm just trying to stay up. I don't do no fake stuff. I smoke when I wake up. One day I was down, the next day a nigga caked up. I wanna see us all eating. I don't do no hate stuff. I done been down before. I'm just trying to stay up. My chef hand, surfing with my left hand. Baking soda powder in this microwave, my best friend. Box full of baggies, razor blades on ceramic. Pyrex and my scale, them two things come in handy. Cooking with no apron, but this hammer always handy. You can slither in my lawn, but you can't snake me like I'm Randy. Dope game so addictive, it's singing to me like I'm Brandy. My phone ring, I know it's wops calling for this candy. Ain't got no haters, you ain't poppin', make sure I look out for my family. When I'm rolling through my hood, I notice everything been changing. Niggas that I grew up with, I'm looking at them like they strangers. As much as they hate on me, I imagine when I get famous.
Yo, what it do, y'all? It's time for that Coach for the Streets. Nigga, we back at y'all with another episode. It's your dog Paint, my nigga Mafia. Y'all know how we do when we give it to y'all. You know what I mean? Whole lot of shit been going on in the industry, and we gonna talk about it every time. You know what I mean?
This is a serious episode right here. So
Ooh, boy. Hey, man.
This motherfucker, because we gotta get to the bottom of a lot of shit.
Man, hey. I'ma say this. Wack100 has did the most. I'm gonna put it like this, bro. I've been knew these nigga had like some law ways, but the shit that he got an audio that he gets from Big U niece of him doing the gang, what it's called gang intervention or gang, anyway, some type of program with dealing with city officials. And they basically read the guidelines in order to be a community activist and get grants and all these things from the bank. I mean, all the, basically they were saying like he's getting like $1 million a year for, cleaning up the community. And cleaning the community, what I mean by that, they saying that he been helping them folks bring active members in. And he said that it's been happening since 2015. Now this shit all on audio. This ain't no alleged, none of this shit. Like, the world didn't know nothing about this shit until Wack100 start shaking the internet.
That Academics podcast opened the floodgates.
Woo.
Open the floodgates, cuz.
I'm talking about, and I know it's not over. That nigga got so much. This one recording ass nigga, boy, that if he catch you slipping, if you don't, hey, you better be aware that motherfucker record button on when he talking to you. That shit crazy because nigga be talking all this gangster shit about you a slide, you this, that, and the third, but nigga, you doing straight police shit. That's why the young niggas don't be respecting the OGs, dog. Cause look what these old niggas doing.
Bunch of stupid shit, man.
You niggas got notorious names. But guess what? That shit just got exposed. Ain't no taking that back. You think Lil Kodak and them gonna look at y'all nigga like y'all some solid men now? I'm just being real.
I ain't gonna say that because you can't change niggas gangster.
But what I'm saying is that what got exposed, cuz that shit how it got broke down like a fraction. Yeah. Like niggas talking about nigga done turned like 300 niggas in to the law.
Right. That's well over a lot. You see what I'm saying?
Come on, man. They say he got pages of niggas sitting in jail. Nigga, that nigga, the streets didn't know that. Well, I'm gonna put it like this: us people that not from that city didn't know nothing about this until Wack exposed that shit.
What? Like Hassan said on Clubhouse, he said, like, basically the way he put it was like, shit. He basically said, like, Big U been extorting the whole West Coast. Now I'm going to say this off the rip. That's a false accusation, because in a gang environment, in a gang land, it's gonna be impossible to run everybody.
Right.
You can't.
That's a big ass city.
You see what I'm saying? You can't run your enemies, and this other gangs feel like they doing their thing. You ain't just gonna come put
man. One thing about it, the young niggas is outside. Ain't no niggas, man. If a nigga his age outside 24 hours, 9 times out of 10, he got to be smoking or something.
And another thing he brought up was the fact that, okay, you going in everybody's pockets when they come to Cali, right? Got the podcast checking in. That's basically social extortion, because I'm gonna bring you on the show, but at the same time, nigga, cut that bread, because you're gonna have to come to Cali. You see what I'm saying? You want to be cool? Everybody know, nigga, you cool if you come over here. You see what I'm saying? You fucking with us, you gonna be straight. It's a friendly extortion game. You know what I'm saying? And niggas going for it. But then he can go to the East Coast. He ain't paying no motherfucking body. He all through Brooklyn, all through Harlem, all through these boroughs. He ain't doing no checking in. He's just blowing. It's like niggas more on his dick than he should be. You on they section, so you should be riding their jersey.
But see, in this world, in this new generation, you know what I mean? Every city don't go off big homie rules.
No.
You know what I mean? That's only in certain motherfucking sections where OG still got a voice to tell a nigga, hey, let that shit go.
But you see how that shit going, though? He charging them to come out there, but he moving around as he want to.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
That's fucked up right there. Just like Hassan made a point about the podcast shit out there. Look at No Jumper. No Jumper got a whole bunch of niggas that got influence from their section on his show.
True.
So what better place for you to get lined up than if a nigga want to catch you slipping out this way and you ain't moving fucked up? You see what I'm saying? Easy way to get you lined up. You can go to No Jumper. You see what I'm saying? It ain't niggas.
That ain't no civilian type nigga. Everybody knows everybody that goes to No Jumper.
That he's saying, just like he said, like Wack playing a dirty game, but at the same time, I feel like all these niggas playing a dirty game, because
it's, man, look, it's like this. Wack done made it. Listen, that first day when that shit got exposed with Wack, I could tell from how his response back with Hassan and shit, like he probably couldn't sleep. That next day, he had done soaked up and said, you know what, I'm gonna say fuck it, I'm gonna take the good with the bad, but guess what? I'm finna expose everything I know. Like, y'all ain't gonna look at me like I'm just a fuck nigga. I'm gonna show y'all the rest of these niggas too.
But like Keita said on Clubhouse, he definitely scared. You ain't riding around.
Hell yeah.
You ain't riding around with a gun in a bulletproof car for no motherfucking reason.
Man, look. Big U said that, you know, in so many words, like, it's consequences for certain people. You know what I mean? especially like the things that he said and what he has caused to the game. You can't take that back. It's in the algorithm. 20, 30 years from now, even when Wack gone, motherfucker gonna be able to pull this shit up on YouTube and see everything that he said about this man.
Yeah. And
You know?
not only that, now that it's coming out, you got other people bringing this shit out. Like they said, it's like 500 and some pages on this shit. He was just reading out particular shit. How long this nigga been working with them? What he doing it for? How much money he getting paid? What he gotta do? What's the stipulations? And nigga, they putting it out there. It ain't just you now saying this shit. It's other people coming up to the up front. Like, look, nigga been doing this shit for some years. It's like,
hell yeah. That's why when look, I was finna stop the motherfucking video, dog. I looked in the comments. I'm seeing like LA natives down there in the comments, like, man, this shit ain't nothing new. Motherfucker just ain't saying nothing about this shit. This shit been going, and I see all kind of LA natives, you know, agreeing, like, hell yeah, these niggas been working with the law. So that shit just,
man, that you the worst kind of dangerous when that's your when. And he said that's why he basically said that's why you has his chest out a lot, because you got to deal with him, you got to deal with the streets, and then you got to turn around and you got to deal with the police too if you fuck with that nigga.
I'm talking about this nigga read the manual. That nigga read the fucking manual of the community activist job in LA in order to do that. Like the dudes, what they like, everything that happened over there, like what they say, 77th Street, like any active gang member end up dying, some shit go on, like that shit has to be reported. Ain't no looking over that shit, none of that shit, because you getting damn near, you getting 2 bags. You getting 600,000, I mean 400,000 from this right here, and you getting 500,000 from these folks, and you getting this over here, like you getting all this bread, and they saying that he ain't built no community center.
That's just the income that people learning about. They don't know
Right.
the nigga income he got. A paper trail on. They don't know.
No, they don't know the paper trail. I'm just saying, you know.
But my whole thing is, all this whole environment is stemming from a nigga losing their life, though. So the accusations that's out there all over social media and all over YouTube and all on niggas blog sites and shit like that, which has been that since Nip died. Fuck the blogs. The streets saying the nigga on section killed him. You see what I'm saying? The world know that to be true because the nigga that was the shooter was a known 60. On top of that, they saying the nigga wasn't no rat. The nigga shitty cuz they saying the nigga was not a rat for real. Letting, you know, Hassan and other people that's coming forth saying you knew the nigga. Basically, we all know already that shitty cuz reputation in the streets, he was known for being a shooter. Who better do you send to wipe somebody down but a nigga that's their profession? So when the whole shit came out when Nip died, and they was like, well, he called the nigga a snitch, so the nigga went to the car, came back and burned. I never believed that. I don't believe that's what the conversation was. I still to this day never believe that. Even without all of this sucker shit coming out, I still don't believe that. Because how come that could have just led to a fight? Y'all both from the set. I could see that. Okay, he called him a snitch, so the nigga wanted some work. I could see that. But I can't see you burning the nigga, one of the most prominent niggas from your section, and that's gonna turn the whole section against you. But then, like Hassan said, and then some nigga Wack had with him was saying, nigga, all the 60s don't fuck with you. You got some that fuck with you, then you got a whole half of the 60s don't even fuck with you like that.
Yeah.
And I can believe that because they are a big section. And at the end of the day, you got to think Nip come from a different generation of 60s. That's probably the generation that's probably like, man, because they was more behind Nip. He was the influencer to them. He was pulling niggas out the hood. Niggas go from in the projects to rollies on the arm, low riders, and marathon chains and shit. So he was the influencer. So I could see that being true. Half over here, the other half like
shit divided.
Like you always point out, I'm from Crenshaw. Crenshaw really me. Nip from Slauson. Like he always points that out, nigga. If he represents your side, nigga, why does that matter?
Right. You trying to divide some shit.
Exactly. So certain shit like that make me believe this shit. So I kind of believe that shit, but at the same time,
it's gonna continue to get brought up because one thing about Wack, that nigga mouth like diarrhea.
I just don't believe that Nip sat there and said, nigga, you a snitch, nigga, you can't be here, and this nigga went and burnt you. It was bigger than that.
No, hell no. That shit cap as hell.
That's they own in turn.
You gotta think about it. They ain't gonna put the real out there like that.
Because it's gonna make them look bad. It already
for sure
them look bad because of that happened. And I know how shit like that affects a section. Cause shit like that happened in my section to a nigga from my section that was one of them niggas. When I say one of them niggas, he was that nigga. Still to this day, when you bring up who was them niggas, he's still that nigga 20
his
something.
His name still registered.
You see what I'm saying? But it was internal. When you got niggas, we supposed to be brothers, and your own brothers wipe you down, shit ain't gonna be the same.
No, hell no. You can't, you won't be able to trust no shit like that.
Shit ain't gonna be the same after that.
No. Hell no.
It ain't. And with them, they just can't put it to the public because then it's gonna make them look like they whole section is fraud. It already got them looking like that, and I'm pretty sure niggas want to speak up, but nigga, if we street niggas, we can't speak up about certain shit, so we gotta just let the public talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at
I feel like that nigga did kind of. This just my opinion, and this is just alleged shit. But to a nigga that won't control so much, and you as a control freak, if you pay attention.
Man, you already know old nigga. You know how old niggas energy is. Come on now. You ain't no rookie to this shit. You already know them older niggas be wanting control of shit. You know what I mean?
And like Nip said in the interview before, he was like, when you start getting noticed, people that's around you gonna start expecting more because they think you got all the, okay, now your shit on the radio, nigga think you got $5 million somewhere. So when they ask you for something, they don't expect to know, or I ain't got it. Niggas get to counting your money. You see what I'm saying? And for a control freak to see a nigga that's under you getting to it, you want to try to establish control because you want to try to control this man, because if you control him, then I can control the money.
Get in them pockets. Yeah, for sure.
Nip was a man. He not about to.
Yeah, he wasn't going for nothing strange.
That's where the dispute happened with at the Marathon parking lot when all this shit happened, when they tried to DP him. The whole, you want to DP a nigga because he don't want to bow down to you?
Hey, man.
That's really what it's about. And then it's just crazy to me, like, you know what I'm saying? Then it's all of this shit. And then you keep saying you trying to get some money, you trying to do this and doing that. And then all of a sudden behind the scenes, you get hundreds of thousands of dollars to do sucker shit.
From city officials.
And I'm still gonna say allegedly because we hearing this shit on audio. We have
man, look, it's
no document yet or no shit.
It's all through the algorithm.
So like, all I'm gonna say about that is that it's alleged because I haven't seen anything that's saying this is what he. You know, we hearing this shit on audio. Audio can't show us a motherfucking thing. We got this.
No, it can't show us a motherfucking thing. But I tell you what.
Alleged, but a lot of this shit sticks like glue to a lot of the circumstances.
Wack100 is not gonna let this shit disappear. To take some of the heat off his ass. Oh man, that man finna go crazy.
Because I feel like Wack100 trying to deactivate use power, and this is a way to help do that.
True.
The streets behind you like that. All you got to do is throw some smut on a nigga to make niggas the street look at a nigga sideways like. You see what I'm saying? And this is what he doing. He creating that smoke screen so he can pop out the smoke. I'm running this motherfucker.
Cause he know he had a whole zoo. Like you got too many people want to tap on their head.
Wack really want the power Big U got. You
He do.
want the money Wack got, but Wack got the money, but he want the power that Big U got. When you got power and you ain't got no money, but you got hella power, you hella dangerous, because if you, Lord forbid, you get a bag, you damn near invincible. Because you had all the strength in the world without no money.
Mm-hmm.
Now you go out there and get rich, nigga. There ain't nothing you can't do at this point. See, Wack rich, it's his money that creates situations for him. Without the money, niggas like, man, if you don't go and get the fuck, ain't nobody doing nothing for Wack on the strength. Like you always stress, there's some niggas that's gonna go for him.
Mm-hmm.
Without the money, just on the strength. That's a different type of power.
It is, but at the same time, how these streets is, you put that energy out there, nigga gonna rock out with your ass.
He's gonna rock out, but this is making you vulnerable too, because now it's making you look like he ain't this nigga that his reputation. Don't get it fucked up, bro. The man didn't put in that work in the street. The nigga done went to jail, put in that work. You can't never take that from no nigga, man.
No, you can't.
Not no different than ass killing niggas. But you see, he came home, walked through them boroughs like he said from the beginning. I'm telling everybody but niggas from Harlem, because I'm gonna be the king one day. That nigga came home and lived this reality, exactly what he said. That nigga came home with Harlem. Ain't nobody fuck with that nigga, because at the end of the day, yeah, that nigga took a whole city down. But he'll still kill you.
Yeah. But at the same time,
you know what I'm saying? And in a place like the feds where niggas check that paperwork in and all that other shit, niggas get stabbed on the yard for telling it. This nigga lived unstabbed the whole bed. Not that he just come home and a nigga didn't do nothing to him. Nigga, he was in the feds. Nigga, he didn't get jabbed, he didn't get poked not one time. So it wasn't just a street thing. New York wasn't the only niggas that was scared. Niggas respected that nigga, his reputability in the streets for the shit he stood on, regardless what he did, because at the end of the day, that nigga still was a killer.
True.
It ain't no difference from the nigga that portrayed the nigga that killed Rich brother, Preacher. All of that shit go on, you know what I'm saying? Then he turned around and told on his whole crew. You don't hear nothing about Preacher ever getting stabbed in a New York prison, in a federal prison, and this nigga stood up, testified in federal court and shit like that on this whole crew.
Man, look.
It be them niggas that ain't standing on their business.
It's gonna be an interesting year. It's gonna be an interesting year. We already seeing how this shit unfolding. But at the same time, man, let's talk about how them folks was on Buddy ass when he tried to run up on Dave Chappelle.
Man, they got folded up like a beach chair.
Dog, they was on that nigga ass so quick. He ran full speed. He thought he had a duck. They was on his ass.
And they bent him up like a safety.
I was talking about smushed it. They said this was not, and then Chris Rock said that was Will Smith. That was the funny part about it. He grabbed the mic from Dave Chappelle and said that was Will Smith.
This shit lets you know how dangerous it is, though.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere. Like this nigga, this nigga's at a venue, an event. Heavy security every motherfucking where. How he sneaked through the metal detector, for one. Two, how did you gain access to get on stage without nobody tackling the fuck out you before you even step foot on the stage?
Mm-hmm.
That's happening at the Ratchetest concerts, nigga. And we talking about a house full of civilized celebrities.
Right.
Nigga. How he get in with a gun and a knife?
That's some crazy shit.
But they don't want niggas to be protected. They don't want niggas to protect themselves. You can't protect yourself, or you the nigga that they treating like the suspect. It's fucking weird. It's almost like you gotta let them try to kill you.
It's like
weird.
It give you the same vibes that Pop was giving us back when he was saying all that bullshit was going on in the game. But this time,
we just didn't see it because it wasn't on social media.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So now that we have a social platform, it's in our face.
Phones didn't have cameras, so wasn't no videos. And if you had a video, where was you gonna put the bitch? Because there ain't nothing to post it on. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you didn't see a lot of shit, but a lot of that shit was going on. So in a way, you gotta understand, if I'm on the ground, shot up, boom, 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 I done already took a bullet to the head too. And then I look up, elevator door opening and Lil C's and them coming out. I'm not even thinking straight at this point to know what the fuck really going on. All I know is, nigga, I'm on the ground, bow, 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 that fast. I'm shot up, I look up, and you niggas coming out the elevator. This shit look like a setup. From
Most
the
definitely.
ground, nigga.
Real talk.
It looked like a setup, nigga.
Yeah.
So you can't really fault that man. He the one that got shot. Until you land in that position, don't assume what a nigga should have really thought or how a nigga felt. Nigga, this nigga had about to be dead, and he don't know what to believe. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of shit, it's crazy.
Man. And I want to know. No, I don't want to know. But these 460 fake Rolex watch that was headed to Brooklyn, man, being intercepted, dog. Somebody punching the air right now because, boy, look at here. Niggas was finna be with everybody was gonna have their wrists in the air this summer.
Faking like a motherfucker, nigga.
I'm talking about everybody's wrist was finna be in the air.
But you know, New York is like probably the #1 fashion capital in the US.
Most definitely.
You can go there and you can look like a celebrity. And you can also go there and fake look like a celebrity. Because they have a lot of fraud shit, a lot of bootleg shit. They got a lot of imitation shit. You can actually, you know what I'm saying? People know what I'm talking about.
They got a lot for a dummy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They got a lot for a dummy. So
you can go to New York, where it's a city full of rich people, and it'd be hard for you to cipher out who got money and who don't, because you're gonna see hella Cubans out there. You're gonna see all kind of shit, not knowing.
So cuz, do you think niggas already, certain niggas had their money already reserved for them watches before they even got there?
Listen, for anybody to be ordering almost 500 fake rollies, he had a high demand for them.
Yes.
How would you buy them if you ain't for sure gonna get these off? Now you just spent some money on some shit you ain't gonna. You see what I'm saying?
Woo.
Niggas was selling fake Jordans. They was cashing out on them because they knew motherfuckers was gonna buy that shit in the hood. Same
right.
That nigga knew I'm about to sell all 460 of these.
Shit.
And they look like real basic rollies, so he probably was getting.
They wasn't gonna do nothing but they was gonna take them to the jeweler and get them to put some diamonds in them. Just like the niggas doing in my city. All of them niggas talking about they got rollies. Nigga, y'all done went and bought the fake roller and took that shit to the motherfucking jeweler and told them to put some. Try to appraise it.
I don't think no jeweler gonna voluntarily put no fake stones and no fake watch for you.
No, they pay them to put them bitches in.
Okay.
Cause I heard,
but what's
niggas can't.
When you got to take that motherfucker off to get in the shower and shit.
It's all the point. That shit just be all cap. Cause like I got this news the other day from a young nigga, how they was saying like, man, y'all think these young niggas wearing rollers, man, these niggas buying the fake ones and taking them to the jeweler and telling the jeweler to put
all that shit.
telling the jeweler to put them S1 diamonds in it.
Man,
But man, if I gotta do all that, man, I would thug it with my motherfucking t-shirt, man.
Look like a rapper nigga save up 5 to 10,000 and take your ass to the south somewhere and get you a nice little starter kit.
Yes.
Official shit though.
Yeah, man.
And just go from there. Just add to the shit as you
everybody had to take baby steps. You can't jump out of nowhere and just come with.
Don't try to convince me you got a rollie nigga hopping out no motherfucking Pontiac.
But at the same time, I just hope your priorities intact before you go buy this $40,000, $60,000 chain.
No, but we know a lot of people priorities ain't intact. We know niggas physically in the flesh that we've seen go buy foreigns and probably lived in the projects. Probably didn't have nowhere to stay, but got a foreign car. I knew niggas that had 3-4 of them motherfuckers, nigga, and didn't even have nowhere to stay. You see what I'm saying? But you switching up cars all day, ain't even got no crib. You living with somebody else type shit.
Now that's cold.
But this type shit that go on, I know niggas.
It does. It does.
They wearing red bottoms with Nike suits because they so jacked up that they got some red bottoms, but you don't know how tacky you look with the red bottoms on with some goddamn Nike sweats.
Yeah.
How that go?
No, it don't. You don't do that. You don't do that now.
You see what I'm saying?
That's why, like when you jump in that lane, far as like buying designer shirts and designer pants and shit like that, just know what you doing. You know, you can buy a cap, headband, too, like that.
Like this any day. Before you go buy, you know, a LLC cheaper than buying any of that shit.
Most definitely.
Go do that and make your own shit. You know, you can turn your shit into an expensive item just like they shit. They shit started off probably cheap, I'm sure, but as it became popular, it became expensive. That's how everything starts. Nike probably was Converse cheap too at first. It became a super brand, and you got to elevate your price. Nigga, yesterday's price ain't the same price as today.
Most definitely.
Your shit become more valuable, nigga. It ain't the same price to come on this motherfucker no more. Nigga.
Damn sure ain't.
You know what I'm saying? Just same with
hey. For real, it's definitely not the same.
Shit, I started off selling $20 t-shirts. Now I sell $100 rolls, $80 outfits, and you know, the value of your brand is everything, but you got to create that atmosphere.
Most definitely, you gotta level up. That's
just some game before you go. You know, it costs to buy fake shit. Nigga, go to the mall.
Oh yeah,
for $700 that you can't even take a bath in. That's $700 you could have put into something that's gonna generate you some money, and you can end up getting a real Cuban down the line. But niggas rather fake it till they make it. But nigga, you might fake it so much that you never make it.
Right.
You didn't spend all your money on fake shit. New necklace every motherfucking month because the last one turned green. Now you look like you at the jeweler all the time. But nigga, you in a Pontiac 6000. Nigga, ain't no way you got a Cuban. You in a $900 car.
Right. Make that shit make sense.
Yeah.
For real.
I'd rather be hopping up out the forum with a butt-naked neck than hopping out a cheap-ass car with a item on my body that's 10 times more expensive than the shit I'm driving in.
Yeah, that shit so backwards.
That's backwards as hell, but niggas do that. So, you know,
it's a cap-ass world.
I didn't watch what was coming because it was a lot of niggas that was finna shoot new videos.
Like Rick Ross said, I thought you niggas really owned them cars, man.
And that was, but Young Buck said that because he said them cars was his homies. That Stunner them was using in some of their first videos. Them was Young Buck's niggas.
Oh yeah, he did say that. He did say that.
That's how he met Baby.
He did say that. That's where that relationship came from.
Like,
matter of fact, I can remember Birdman saying that I can remember Birdman saying that on a couple of his tapes back in the days. He was
like straight
fucking
up.
with some niggas down that way.
But ain't nothing wrong with that because he's rich as fuck now.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, nigga. I'm
But
pretty.
you can't say Stunner was faking it till he made it because Stunner was known in New Orleans for being that nigga any goddamn way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit wasn't no.
Is
That shit wasn't count.
Yeah, so that don't discredit him for the shit that he done and
No.
that he do. Cause so what?
Nigga, everybody done took losses. Everybody done fell down before.
Cool, we got a Maybach, and he like, shit, y'all niggas, y'all in Florida for the weekend, nigga. Y'all ain't got a rent, nigga, to drive it. You think we ain't finna drive this motherfucker for this D3?
Real talk.
Finna drive the shit out of this nigga car.
Real shit. So, nigga, hey, hey, every nigga ain't no nigga just lived this earth and never took losses. Like he just was up for every year. Nigga, this shit come with blood, sweat, and tears.
They really do. Everybody
had to shed a tear or get frustrated to gain success. That's the beautiful part of it. Shit ain't gonna be all laughs and smiles and shit in the beginning.
No,
hell no, it's gonna be rough. Gonna be some good days, bad days, but it's on you to keep grinding, and that's what we just showed these niggas, how we just persevered through all this shit, doing over 1,000 downloads in the stores, being monetized on YouTube. All these niggas was holding their nuts for the
200,000 views in less.
Man, come on, man. Come on, man.
Less than a week and a half.
All grind, all organic shit. No paying for no views, none of that. What you see is what you get from us. You know what I mean? Real content creators. We ain't riding no niggas wave, none of that. So,
and niggas don't believe it, nigga. Go digging in crates. Go back to 2021. Go to Dirty Glove Bastard. Look up our episode, because yes, we are on Dirty Glove Bastard, off the porch. And look at our episode and look at what we said. We ain't coming this game to chase no clout.
None of that.
Shit. No sucker nigga shit.
We grinding, dog. For real.
Just like that.
So until the end on this time for that culture for the streets, nigga, with me and the mafia, y'all know what it is. We in stores, we everywhere. Until the end, we gone.
Just like that.